What's good? It's your boy Slim Trader. We back again for another weekend analysis. Check it out. I already did a 30-minute video and I found out that my mic wasn't on. So I got to do this all over again. That's why you always got to do a mic check before you start. But anyways, let's hurry up and get to it. I'm just going to keep it short and sweet because like I said, I already did a long one and I was rambling a little bit. I actually was talking about psychology for a good 10 minutes and I think I can make that a whole different section. But anyways, let me sit back and let's get on these charts. I do want to say though, this is like the 14th or 15th week in a row that I made this video on a weekend analysis. I just want to pat myself on the back for the consistency that I have going on. I honestly started this analysis, this weekly analysis for myself. Um, I wanted to do this to keep myself in check because sometimes I'll have a playbook and a strategy and plan of how I'm going to attack the market, and a lot of times I don't even follow the plan. That was in the past. I wasn't following the plan. So I made these videos for myself so I can look back at it and kind of keep my mind intact on what I'm looking for and what I'm doing. But anybody who watches it, I feel like it's just as beneficial for you as well. And I mean, you can check my track record on these videos. A lot of things that I've said, majority of the things I've said as far as directional bias on these pairs go the same way that I intended. I do give kind of like a contingency. Well, if price doesn't do this, this is going to happen. And I feel like you have to have that kind of contingency plan with any type of pair or stock that you're looking at because the market can do whatever it wants at the end of the day. And you don't want to be married to a trade or married to a bias and it don't go that way and you're kind of like stubborn to change. And I was kind of like that with Tesla, to be honest, and I'll talk about that a little later. But you can't be married to a bias because the price can do anything it wants. But anyways, let's make this nice, quick, short, simple, to the point. If you watched last week's YouTube, it was, I guess it was titled "Gold Going to All Time Highs." We'll get to that as well. But I just want to let you know that your boy was on point for sure. I mean, that's not the only time he's been on point on these analysis, but I just wanted to highlight how last week was awesome. And if you took any bit of what I said, you probably was profitable, except for Tesla. But anyway, I still can't trade. They're still migrating over to a new broker and new software. So I'm still waiting to get my account back so I can start trading because I'm telling y'all, this year is going to be crazy. And I want to document this journey and eventually show you guys my trades and my results and things of that nature. I know some people I've talked to, they don't think I should do that, but I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. But I do want to document my journey though, because I want to let people know that um, this is a means of being financially free. It's a skill that you can develop, and once you develop the skill, I mean, you teach yourself how to fish. It's endless possibilities, but that's a whole nother subject. So let's get to USDJPY, my favorite. Last week I said last week we were in this consolidation range, and I talked about how the yen may be picking up strength. And as you can see right here, USDJPY has been falling. It fell below the red bar from where I said it would be heading at. So right now we are in between this orange and this red bar. I want to see what price wants to do in between there. We're looking bearish overall, but the path of least resistance is still up. However, I'm looking at a bearish bias on UJ, especially if we're going to make a right shoulder here, because we got a left shoulder, we got the head, we could be making a right shoulder around back at this red bar. And in order for us to break this major green bar trend line, we're going to have to see some type of consolidation, kind of like what we saw up here on this green bar trend line, which was more of a temporary trend. I knew this was going to be broke. I wasn't even worried about that. That's why my bias was going down. But we had some type of consolidation. In order for us to break this one, we're going to have some type of bearish structure or consolidation going on. And right now we got, like I said, a left shoulder, we got the head, we could be making a right shoulder, and that could be enough for us to break down below this green bar. And if we break below this green bar, we could see a lot of strength from the yen. That's going to be interesting to see. We did reject this major key level. We have done that on UJ. I don't know why there we go. For the third time, we had this right here. We got the rejection. We came here, we rejected, and we came here and we rejected, and we crashed down each and every time. So it looks like we're crashing down again. So it'll be interesting to see what price wants to do when it hits down to this orange line, because that's a midline, that's a support, and then we have the trend line along with it. So I know I have a lot of lines going on, but if you look at the distance between, this is a 6 hour time frame. If you look at the distance between this red bar and this orange, I mean, that's almost 200 pips. So uh, I got a lot of lines, but I mean, you can eat off of these lines at least 150 pips or more. So um yeah, so if we want to see price go below even further, we're gonna have to make a right shoulder or some type of consolidation and then drop down. I am bearish on UJ as of right now, but that doesn't mean there's a contingency. Price can do whatever it wants. Price can easily find the buyers right here at the support and trend line and start heading back up. Maybe make another double high. Maybe wants to price. I don't know. I don't see that happening. I really don't. I really see that it's time for the yen to kind of pick up some strength. We got CPI, we got PPI this week on the dollar. So we may see some movement, we may see some consolidation until then, but I'm getting bearish on UJ. I really am. I wish I had my account, because for one, last week I would have killed it. This week I think I will too, because I'll be waiting for price to come back up here, retest this red bar, possibly get rejected, and then head on down some more. Okay, GBP USD. GBP USD. Check this out. This thing did it. Remember this black downtrend? This one was going on for a while, and price respected it quite a bit. I don't know why my internet is acting slow right now, but look at this. Every time it wanted to hit this trend line, it went down, especially right here. It crashed down completely. But anyways, we go over to the right, same thing, and we was playing around with it right here. That right there kind of tell me that, yeah, we are probably gonna go up. And as I stated last week, I was still bullish on GU as long as we stayed above this trend line, and that's what we did. Now we're trading above. We broke past. We cleared it. We cleared this trend. So I mean, even though we did clear here, like, nah, we good. We good on GU. Look, even like the moving average. Check out the moving average. This is on a daily. Daily, we didn't even get past it here when we went down. Here, we are clearly past it with a lot of bullish momentum. If you're looking at the moving average, I love looking at the moving average because that's the average. We're above average when it comes to this trend line. The average is above it. So I we're at the 128.5, the place that I always was targeting GU to be at. Now we're going to see what price wants to do from here. I see possibly a slight pullback, or maybe price doesn't even go below this gray bar and we push up to this midline of 129.555. Then eventually to this blue bar. But I'm still bullish, just looking for maybe a slight pullback, and then we'll go from there. But looks like the dollar might be getting weak here. We're losing a little bit of steam on the dollar. It's getting weaker when we're comparing it to the yen. It's getting weaker when we're comparing it to the pound. But we're gonna follow this trend here. We're gonna follow this one. I don't know how long it's gonna last. I don't think it's gonna last too long. We'll probably have to find another trend somewhere, but I like what I see with GU. I am bullish. Now, we did not pass this gray bar yet, but let's see. Maybe we might see the retracement here. We might see the retracement here. We got this swing low. We got this possible swing high. We can see price dip back down. I would love to see it hit the 61.8 at around 127 and then head on up. that would be perfect. And then look where the target is, right around this green and midpoint. But we'll see. We'll see. Prices still keep heading up from here. But we are well, the moving average will tell the story for me personally. When we get this curve and head back down and then the curve back up, that's what I want to see. But yeah, that's GU. I'm definitely bullish. GBP, JPY looks like the yen, like I said, is picking up some strength. Last week I stated I thought price was gonna go start heading down from right here, but what it did, it kind of made equal highs. Still, basically, it came up and retested the trend line that it broke, rejected it, came down, broke the neckline of the double top, rejected, and now we're kind of like we're below the red is over the blue, so we're down on the moving average. So eventually we should be breaking this little mini support and then heading down to this target point and that target point. Just a matter of when that's gonna happen. But I'm bearish on GJ. We like I said, we broke this trend. We made a lower low, so we'll probably be seeing price getting down to the 186,200 area, possibly even lower. But as you can see, back in the past, like I said, I don't know why my internet acting crazy right now, but let's go on a higher time frame because it seems like that's what's going to get us there quicker. The last time price was at this level, we got rejected. We came up here, all the way up here, rejected, retest, rejected. So this is a major key level. This is a nice resistance, and looks like that we possibly could be losing some strength with the pound when we get to this area. Possible reversal or retracement, one of the two. But I see price going down. That's just me. Okay, so GBP AUD. Now, I still was hoping price was coming down to 192 area, then heading up. But last week I said we'll probably head down here and start pushing up, and that's what we're doing. I see price making equal highs to this area of 197, 199. We'll possibly be making new highs. I love this kind of like trend going up. We have the left shoulder head and the right shoulder trading above the support until I see GA being bullish until it is a lot of support and trend lines. Price has to break in order for GA to head down. I don't see that happening. I see price heading up more, making new highs. Making new highs. So I'm definitely bullish on GA. As you can see right here, we're already kind of like pushing up, possibly going to be making the new high. And I like to see price eventually get to 2. It won't be, I don't think it'll be this week, but I definitely see that happening. I see it happening. I like GA. Definitely bullish. All right, the dollar index. Dollar index last week, I stated that that was going to be heading weak. We already passed last week. We passed this trend line. We had trouble getting back up here. This is kind of like a resistance. I kept this fib on because my target is 99, and eventually I feel like we'll get there. We did pass the blue line that I said price will be, the index will be getting to. Now we may see some type of retracement, maybe see price come back up, retest this support, resistance and downtrend, and then crash on down some more. Or we could just keep kind of like making little lower highs and lower lows until we reach 99 or 99.5 or this equal low at least. But I'm definitely bearish on the index, on the dollar index. Looks like the dollar probably will be losing its strength here. We do have this downtrend. We have this major key support, resistance. So we're going to be trading between this support and this resistance eventually. But I do see DXY heading down even more. Yes. But like I said, if it decides to come on up, I don't see it getting up. I don't see it going past this downtrend and this resistance. Euro JPY, let's go yen. Yen trying to wake up. So we broke this green bar trend line. We came down, hit the support. We came up, retest the trend line and this resistance now, and the neckline that we broke. We strongly rejected all this bullish momentum that we have. Now we're like back up. Now we're kind of still on the support, but I think eventually we'll probably be breaking that and heading on down some more. But we'll see. We'll see. Breaking this support will be major, and we can see EJ drop down even further. 157, 950, 155.5. We can see all that happen over time, but we have to break this area right here. Can we do it? I think we can, because I think the yen is starting to pick up. And look, like I was talking about with GJ and UJ, how this key level. Now this is the key level we 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 can't pass, this red bar, and it's the same thing. It's just like this was the low of the lows for the yen. Yen wants to pick up strength now. We look at the daily. We see price moving average crossed over. Let's hide the candlesticks. We're breaking the trend line, we're crossing over. It lets you know it's a break of structure. Now I can see on a daily standpoint the moving average heading all the way down here and then possibly curving up. But for that would mean price would be playing around this area or heading even lower, 159 area, and then trying to head back up. But overall, I'm bearish because I mean we got these two equal highs. We're rejecting. I see price getting down to it all the way down, at least to 158 eventually. Not saying this week, but eventually. But we'll see. Bearish on Euro JPY. Next, we have Odd CAD. Odd CAD, like I said, used to be my favorite pair because it just, I don't know, it moves slow, but I like how it moves. Last week we were here. We broke this kind of like bullish flag and we head on up. We got right to this midline that I had created last week, 89.5. We wicked it. Now we're kind of heading down, but I still see bullish vibes on CAD because eventually I see it hitting 91. So we'll probably see a little slight retracement down, hitting this little mini support area that I do have. I did have a fib from the low to the high. Excuse me. From the low to the high, 50%, 61.8. If you're looking at supply and demand, this is a demand zone right on 68. See price getting down to there and then heading up to the 90.90 area. Still bullish on CAD. Price did what I expected it to do, and I still see it moving up. Tesla is the one that I failed on miserably, only because I'm not gonna say only because you can't be married to a bias. You really can't. And I learned a lesson with Tesla. I kind of took it personal, and I wanted to do what I felt like it should have done, and that's a no when it comes to the market because the market do whatever it wants, especially stocks. Anything can change stocks. The news, something can happen immediately. Not saying nothing really happened, even though there was something that happened with one of the factories in Germany. Not sure if that caused that problem, but um, Tesla did drop down tremendously to 175.30. From here, I'm not sure if it wants. It probably get to 168, and from there we'll probably see some type of rebound. But I don't see price getting above 188. If it does, that's probably when I start seeing some bullish vibes again on Tesla. But until then, we're still going to be heading down. And then last but not least, we have gold. Last week I stated that we may be breaking all-time highs, and that's what we did. We broke all-time highs. And from there, we're in no man's land because we are at an area where we never been before with gold. But a lot of momentum to the upside. However, I do see a slight retracement. Um, 22 was the mark, is the next mark point of interest. And we may see some type of weakness, consolidation, slight pullback. And then from there, we could possibly still be making new highs. But nothing's stopping gold right now. The dollar's getting weak. Bitcoin's going on all-time highs as well, as I stated last week. And until further notice, that's the same thing that's going to happen with gold. But we can possibly see a slight pullback to 2140, if anything, for gold. But as far as new highs, 2200, and we may get a little bit higher than that, kind of get a little weak, little consolidation, and then from there we'll see what it wants to do. But that's all that I have for this week for you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and see y'all next week for the next analysis. Thank you.